Hello, fourth graders. I want you to know that I miss you, but this is just one way that I will be able to communicate with you is through some of these videos that I'm going to record for you. So the plan is for reading class. It's going to take us 3 days to get through a lesson because you're not going to spend as much time each day at home as you would as we did in class. So today is day 1. So you should be watching this video to go through the word lists with me, to look at the vocabulary pictures, and then when we're done with this video, you will read the story about Jackie Robinson with a sibling or with an adult, and you'll alternate paragraphs. Okay, so that's kind of how day 1 will look today. So this is new for me. This is obviously new for you learning this way at home, but we're going to work together. We're going to try our best and kind of keep it how we would in class. So I am going to go through all of the word lists with you, and I have my marker like I usually tap. And so when I tap, of course, you won't hear the whole class's response since you are by yourself at home, but I still want you to practice saying the word, okay? So we're going to go through the word list 3 times. I will say the word, you'll repeat it. We'll do it the faster way where you just say the word on my click and then your favorite top down, bottom up, okay? We get to start our new textbook today. So that is very exciting. Textbook B, it starts out with one of my favorite stories about Jackie Robinson. And I'll share some videos throughout this story too, because I would share YouTube videos in the past with my reading students. So I'm going to share those links with you as well. So be looking for those. But let's find column 1, and I still want you to track under each word with your pointer finger. And you'll respond on my signal, okay? So word 1 is Ebbets Field. What words? Word 2 is Brooklyn. What word? Word 3 is entrance. What word? Word 4 is resent. What word? Word 5 is Phillies. What word? Okay, let's go back to the top of word list 1. Word 1. What word? Next. 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 Good. All right, now we're going to go back to the top and do top down, bottom up. Remember, make them crisp and only respond on my signal. Don't rush it. Ready, go. Good. Hopefully that wasn't too fast for you. Okay, now let's go down. Let's go and find column 2. And we're going to practice these words as well. Line 1 is Jackie Robinson. What word? Word 2 is athlete. What word? Word 3 is Dodgers. What word? Word 4 is umpire. What word? Word 5 is league. What word? Good, let's go back to the top and say them the faster way. Word 1, what word? Next. 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 Good, now we're going to do top down, bottom up. Ready, go. Great job. All right, let's go and let's find column 3, our last column now, okay? These are our new vocabulary words. There are 8 of them. And so we will read through them together and then we'll talk about what they mean. And as you can see, I have my slides pulled up here. So you'll still get to see the pictures like you like to see, okay? Word 1 is major leagues. What word? Word 2 is plant. What word? Word 3 is bold. What word? Word 4 is daring. What word? Word 5 is athlete. What word? Word 6 is dugout. What word? Word 7 is biography. What word? Word 8 is narrator. What word? Good, let's go back to the top and say them the faster way. Word 1. What word? Next. 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 Good, let's do top down, bottom up. Ready? Go. Good job. All right, we got through the 3 word list. So now I want your focus to be mainly on the computer screen for the vocabulary part. So the words in line 1, I'm going to move myself, are major leagues. You've probably heard of this with Major League Football, Major League Baseball, but major leagues are professional leagues with the best players. So usually the best players are the ones that get to play in the major leagues. Word 2, you probably were not expecting to see this type of plant, but what we're going to talk about in our story is when it says the word plant, it refers to a factory. So you could have a steel factory. So a factory that makes steel would be called a steel plant. What's another name for a steel factory, everybody? Good, steel plant. What's another name for an automobile factory? Good, an automobile plant. And then what's another name for a tire factory? Good, a tire plant. Okay, word 3 is bold. So if you are bold, that means you're confident about what you're doing. Okay, so what do we call somebody who is confident? Good, bold. Okay, the next word is daring. This person is very daring in this picture, but daring means when you are willing to take chances. All right, so what do we call somebody who takes chances? Good, daring. Okay, you might be familiar with this athlete, but an athlete is a person who competes in sporting events, okay? So what do we call a person who competes in sporting events? Good, an athlete. I'm sure many of you are athletes as well. So let's move on to the next word. Word 6 is dugout. If you have played baseball or softball, you're probably familiar with a dugout because a dugout is the place where baseball players sit when they wait for their turn at bat. And the dugout is usually facing the field. Okay, it's where the team kind of sits together while they're waiting to bat. Okay, so what do we call the place where baseball players sit while waiting for their turn at bat? Good, the dugout. All right, word 7 is biography. All right, a biography is the true story of a person's life. So the picture I have here is a biography of a former president, John F. Kennedy. So this would be a biography of John F. Kennedy, okay? So if I had the true story of George Washington's life, that would be a biography of George Washington's, a biography of George Washington. So what is the true story of George Washington's life? Good, it's called a biography of George Washington. And our last vocab word is narrator, okay? A narrator is a person who is telling the story. We will have a narrator in our story, and we'll go through that more when we read the story together. So what do we call a person who tells a story? Good, the narrator, okay? All right, so those are our 8 words. You can always, if you don't feel confident about a word, you can always pause the video and go back to that word. Even if you're completing your work, you're like, I don't remember what that word was. You can always refer back to this video to find it, okay? We will not be working on our work today. Right now, we're going to go through the comprehension questions, just like we normally do in class, and then you're going to read the story just one time with an adult or with a sibling, and I want you to alternate reading with every other paragraph, okay? So these are the questions that you need to be looking for when you're reading, because this is what you will answer in a few days on your notebook paper. So number 1, why was the narrator, there's our vocab word, so interested in sports? Number 2, why didn't the games end for the narrator when they were over on the field? Word 3, why did many of the fans not cheer for Jackie Robinson during the first game he played for the Dodgers? Number 4, why did some of the other Dodgers not talk to Robinson? Number 5, how did Robinson feel during the first game? And why did he feel that way? So number 5 has 2 parts to it. You need to say how he felt and why he felt that way, okay? So hopefully this video was good and informative for you. I will make one for each lesson that we do together, okay? They'll all be in my YouTube channel in the playlist, and I will label them what lesson. And this one was for the beginning part, the word list and the vocabulary, okay? So I miss you all. I hope you're having a good day, and I will talk to you soon. See ya.